Hello friends, this is CA Shilpa Shingare here, President V Indus Societies Welfare Association, that is VISWA. Thanks for watching me on YouTube for all my educational videos on cooperatives and RERA. Now you can watch me on my recently launched channel, that is Sahakar Vishwa. So all my YouTube videos you can access on this channel. So go to the Google and just type CA Shilpa Shingare Sahakar Vishwa and you can find all my YouTube videos now on this channel. You have to subscribe to this channel, and you can, if you like the video, please click the like button and kindly share the videos with your friends and colleagues also. You can also visit my website, that is www.cashilpashingare.in. If you want to know more about me and my professional work. On this website there is a resource material tab wherein you can find a lot of resource material, that is GR, circulars, notifications, advisories, clarifications related to cooperatives. There are a lot of case laws we have put related to the cooperative housing societies of the income tax case laws under the income tax case laws tab. Also the circulars, orders, guidelines, etc. of the MahaRERA are also put up under the resource material tab. There is also a query desk on this website, so if you have any queries related to your cooperative or RERA issues, you can put me a query there and I will try to respond. You can also follow me on my blog, that is CA Shilpa Shingare realcooperativinfo.blogspot.com. There is a facility to put the comment there, so if you have any queries or want to have further clarification on any of the issues related to cooperatives and RERA, you can post it there, and whenever I get time I'll definitely respond to that query as such. You can also write me on a designated email ID, that is chsmatter4cashilpa@gmail.com. I will repeat, chsmatter4cashilpa@gmail.com. 4 is a number here. So the only request is just be specific and precise while writing your queries. It should be short and simple and crispy. Again, the queries also should be a general query. So if it is a specific query, you may call me on my number, that is 9820053395. So we can discuss on your specific query, and we can just discuss whether any commercials are also involved in that. Now this particular video during this lockdown, friends, since everybody is using various forums, everybody is trying to upgrade their skill sets using this lockdown period. Maybe you must have gone through so many YouTube channels gathering various information on your favorite subjects, including the cooperatives. I have taken few Zoom sessions for the committee members. I've tried to clarify their practical issues, and I have tried to review certain guidelines which are being issued by the various authorities. So these recordings of these Zoom sessions are also available on this Sahakar Vishwa channel, so you can get benefit of that also. And I'm also planning to come out with a few more Zoom sessions till this lockdown period, that is till 3rd May. I'm thinking of arranging small I'll take small topics, and I will try to arrange Zoom sessions for the committee members and the stakeholders, that is my auditors, chartered accountant friends also. I've also released additional 2 videos during this lockdown, and one is about the difference between self-redevelopment and redevelopment, and why we should be going for the self-redevelopment as such. The other video, so kindly watch that also on Sahakar Vishwa. One video that I have released is on the various practical issues which are being escalated or raised to me by the managing committee members related to this COVID-19 directions or the orders issued by various authorities, and the practical issues and solutions they wanted from me. So that is one video which I would request everybody to please kindly go through that. Another video which I have released is on latest amendment in the Income Tax Act in the budget 2020 related to the cooperatives. So kindly watch that video as such if you are a managing committee member or you are a professional or a tax consultant. Now in today's video, it's going to be a quick video on associate member, because that is something which is being asked to me again and again. As you all know that there is amendment to the MCS Act, and the amendment happened because there is a new housing chapter which is being inserted in the Maharashtra Cooperative Societies Act, I was fortunate enough to be a part of that housing chapter committee. And we have I've released a number of videos are there on the YouTube channel related to this new amendment or the housing chapter, and various provisions for the housing per se, or housing societies per se in the amendment. So this amendment notification is of 23rd July 2019, and the act is with a retrospective effect of 9th March 2019. Unfortunately, we are still awaiting the rules on this amended act. But in this amendment, we have defined certain new definitions we have tried to brought in. And one of the definition, and we have tried to modify it also, because the purpose of this introducing this housing chapter is the committee was supposed to give a concept paper or provisions or the on which of the provisions of the MCS Act which are to be removed from the MCS Act, which are not applicable to cooperative housing society, the provisions which needs to be introduced for a cooperative housing society, and the provisions which needs to be relaxed for the housing society. Because when I say MCS Act is for all the 60 plus types of societies, including housing societies, and that is what the job of this housing chapter committee was, and accordingly we proposed the act, and now it is a full-fledged act which is already in place with effect from 9th March 2019. So one concept which we have tried to modify here is the concept of associate membership. Now what is this concept? Because as you know, as per the bylaws of the pre-amendment before 2019, July 2019 is the notification for this amendment. So a person who wants to be associate member, he should have purchased the flat. That is what our bylaw says, that he should have purchased the flat. That means ideally that a person to whom you want to make an associate member, maybe for attending the meetings or for contesting the elections, the person should have stake in that property, right? Now this particular thing we have reversed or we have relaxed, and now if an associate member can be a member who, based on the written authorization needs to be given by your original member or an ordinary member to any relative. And when we say relative also we have defined, so it's like close relative. So maybe your son, your daughter, your son-in-law, your daughter-in-law, your wife, your spouse. That is how we have defined the relatives. So now after the post amendment of this MCS Act, or post incorporation or insertion of this housing chapter in the MCS Act 1960, now a person, means as of date, any person can become an associate member, provided the original member or the ordinary member whose name first appears on the share certificate, if he gives a written authorization saying that this person XYZ needs to be my associate member, then that person can become an associate member irrespective of whether his name is there in the property or not. That means he should not be a joint owner of the property, and still he can be an associate member. Now further in the act, in the amendment, we have mentioned that this person, the associate member who has become the associate member only based on the written authorization, can vote in the meeting, and he can also contest the elections. That means this associate member can also become the office bearer or come on the managing committee, because this is what is being asked to me through various messages or emails clarification. So this is the change. The only thing is the person it's not that only on written authorization he will be becoming the associate member. He will have to make the application for the associate membership. He will have to pay the entrance fees of 100 rupees also to the society, and written authorization has to be there. Now as I said, the rules for this amendment, we are awaiting rules. So there is no specific format which is given, because now this provision is there in the act. So once the rules comes into picture, and once after that the maybe model bylaws also will get revised, so we will come out with a specific format of the authorization letter or something. But till that time, since already the act is in place, and act is a supreme than the rules or bylaws, so you can follow these guidelines or follow these provisions, and you can give a written authorization. If someone wants to make anybody as an associate member, he has to give a written authorization to the society. He has to mention the name of the person, he has to mention the relationship with that person, because he has to be that person should be in the falling between the definition of that relative which is being mentioned in the act, and then this person who is being designated or authorized based on the written authorization can vote in the meetings of the general body, and he can contest the election, he can come on the management committee, he can also become the office bearer. The only thing is, provided the first person, that is the person whose name is there on the share certificate, is not willing to attend the meeting or is not willing to contest the elections. So if the first person is willing to contest the elections, then this associate member will not be able to contest the election. Now let's assume the first person is not willing to contest the election. So since this associate member, based on the written authorization, now he is an associate member, and by taking form 10A, that is NOC from the first member, he can still contest the election, come in the managing committee, and can also become a office bearer. Once the original member who has given the authorization dies, then subsequently the rights, automatically the associate member will also, that means his membership will also come to an end. So I thought this quick video on associate member will definitely help all my general members of the cooperative housing society. So I hope you are certainly now clear with the term of the associate member which is being introduced post amendment to the MCS Act. Kindly like this video, kindly share it with your friends and relatives and the colleagues, and kindly subscribe to my channel, that is Sahkar Vishwa. Thanks.